Alright, so patch note 22.2.2. Tutu is here with us. This patch is actually huge and includes a lot of changes, and overall I like it, so let's go through them. So, Battlegrounds update, minion pool change. Druid Amul has been removed from the minion pool. So basically, the devs explained this on Twitter, and they said that they're removing Amul because it enables too many strong boards, and at least that's what they're saying, so I assume it's according to stats. It helps more the players that are already ahead. I would say that on average that's actually true, but like I actually love the Amul because in the current state of the game it offers like really good comeback mechanisms. Like you can make huge Murloc pivots out of nowhere with Amul, and you can also make Amalgadon pivots with the if you are owning, for example, a buddy from a minion tribe that's currently banned in that lobby, or like in combination with Gaman Kumba. So I don't know, I think maybe they were a little bit scared of the multiple Amalgadons board, but who knows, like now tripling into 6 drops gets a little bit better, but it's still hard to level to tier 5 since it goes since the cost got increased. So we'll see how this plays out. But I like that this is kind of a nerf to elementals, because elementals are actually the ones that abuse Amul the most. Let's move on. So body changes. Elementium Squirrel Bomb, Maleficent Manastorm body, is now deal 3 damage to a random enemy minions for each of your mechs that died this combat. So I assume that the golden is gonna deal 6 damage. I mean, they already nerfed this from tier 3 to tier 4, and now they're nerfing it again, so I guess it was still too good. Now it feels kinda unplayable to me, but yeah, I think they actually killed Maleficent with this. Moving on. Eclipse Illidan's body. New Tavern tier 3, so the Tavern nerf, which is what I was suggesting, and then your first minion that attacks is immune while attacking. For 1 attack only. Wait, only your first minion gets immune? So basically when I first read Illidan, when they released the patch notes, that's how I read the body, and I thought that the body was gonna be unplayable, even at tier 2. Now they even made it tier 3, so yeah, Illidan is completely dead. Although, we don't know if the golden version will give the first minion 2 immunities, or if it will be the first and last minion immune, or only 1 attack. Because like, if it gives 1 immunity to first and last, then it's okay, but it's still just way too bad because it's tier 3. I think Illidan is totally dead. Now, Snack Vendor, AFK's body. New, at the end of your turn, give your Tavern tier minions +1/+2. From +1/+1. That's interesting because we have never seen a 1/+2 buff in the game. I don't think so, at least. We have seen +2/+1, but never +1/+2. And now they're doing it. But I mean, the issue with AFK is that the hero is terrible by itself, like to begin with, and also that it doesn't work at all with the buddy mechanics. Like, you're always gonna get this as if it was a tier 3 buddy. Like, you're gonna get it way too late. So yeah, I think AFK is still unplayable. Another one, Captain Fairmount, Carrier's Ram body. New, at the end of your turn, give 5 random friendly minions +1/+1, so another buff. So before it gave 3 friendly minions, now 5. I don't know if Cariel is gonna be good, because like, if you compare Cariel to Ragnaros, like there is no shot. And right now, if you're trying to go for a grind late game, like Ragnaros is the one that you have to compete with. So I don't think it's gonna be amazing, but it's probably gonna be playable. Surely I will play Cariel over AFK, like that's for sure. The only downside is it can also buff itself, which I don't know if it's good or bad. It's probably fine. Now, Ticket Collector, Ticketus Buddy. New Battle Cry, discover at Darkmoon prize from the next prize turn. This is actually an amazing buff. This is my favorite buff. Because the main issue with this buddy was that you would have to hold it in your hand for it to be good. Now it just gives you immediate tempo and it gives you the good result. The only awkward part is that when you're playing this at first, like you're gonna be like on turn 6, turn 7, turn 8, probably turn 7. So you will discover the turn 8 prize, right? But the awkward part about that is that the best one is on the house, and then there is like the evolving tavern. And discovering this earlier on lower tavern tiers is not that great, but I guess maybe you can level to 4 and use on the house. On the other hand though, if you get, for example, the price that reduces the cost to level up while you are on tier 3, like that might be a huge boost, like who knows. Also, you might still greed this, as you used to do right now, until turn 8 to discover a turn 12 prize, and that might actually be insane, because you can get a new hero power, which is not that good, but you can also get Ice Block, you can get discover a tier 6 minion, which is huge, you can get Big Bananas, which is a lot of stats, so who knows? This buddy is actually now really interesting, and obviously if you can survive until you get the second part, it's gonna be insane, because usually you get the golden version or like the other two on turn 11, so you can either discover the turn 12 prizes that we just discussed, or if you are way ahead or you're facing a ghost or something, you can hold them and then you can discover turn 16 prizes. Like, these are mind-blowing insane. So yeah, lots of possibilities. I think Ticketus might actually be a good hero now. Huge potential at least. So I like the buff. Oof, they are buffing Shadowwalk. The Max Linger got a buff. So after you play a minion, add a Battlecry minion to Bob's Tavern, give it +2/+2. Okay, so it's basically the old one, but now it gives +2/+2. I guess. I hope... I don't think they should change anything. Hopefully it doesn't. Like, I like Shadowwalk being bad. For whatever reason, they also added the golden version here, but they didn't do it for any of the others, so that's super weird. Rabi, Tavish Sunpike Buddy, got nerfed. It's now at tier 4. Oof. And it's a 2-3 instead of a 5-3. What? Why are they nerfing the stats? I don't know. Maybe this is still gonna be playable. It seems like a big oof to me. Because, like, if Terragosa was still on tier 3, then I could see this. But with Terragosa on tier 4, Tavish feels kinda unplayable. Because right now, what you will do is you will get the buddy on like turn 6, which is 8 gold, and then you can just skip tier 3 and go to tier 4. The buddy is gonna give you enough tempo to not die, and then you can roll for Terragosa on tier 4 for at least one turn. Like, now you can't even power level, because if you do that you're gonna take a huge amount of damage, so I think Tavish is kinda dead as a hero. But who knows, maybe it's still playable. There is hopium. Carl the Lost, George's buddy, got nerfed. It's now a tier 4 and a 3/4, down from 7 attack. I actually like this nerf a lot, because George was way too good, and by the look of these nerfs, like, it was gonna be too dominant. So good thing that Blizzard recognized it and it's already nerfing it. The attack nerf on Carl is actually huge, and also getting it one turn later is huge. Like, before, Right now you would play George in any given lobby, like you just wouldn't care. Now I think you can only play George in Quilbor's lobbies. So I think now George is in a fine spot. It's no longer like broken, because like they also put Dragonid Enforcer on tier 3. Like that was an insane buff to George, so this makes a lot of sense. Cyrilla's Buddy, one of my favorite heroes in the game, went from Tavern tier 2 to Tavern tier 3. Once again, makes a lot of sense. The hero was too good. I think Cyrilla is still gonna be fine. Fine. Mishmash, Curator's Buddy, from tier 2 to tier 3 and from 3-3 to 2-2. I mean, the nerf makes sense. Making it a 2-2, I don't know, might be a little bit harsh, because you're already losing quite a bit of stats just for getting it one turn later. I don't know, we'll see. And then Isera's Buddy is now tier 4, but they make it a 6-4 rather than 3-3. I hope this finally kills Isera, man. I have been seeing so many Iseras lately, it's crazy. And then Master Godrin, Vol'jin's Buddy, is now on tier 4. Well, Vol'jin is still gonna be insane, this doesn't change much. They didn't even nerf the body, like the body. Then Arcus from tier 2 to tier 3. That's actually a huge nerf to Lich King. Because like, the main downside is that it will take forever for you to get the triple. I think Lich King will still be playable, but it will be much worse for sure. Like, you really want to get the triple reward from this one. Tusker Raider, Patch's Buddy, from tier 3 to tier 4. Huge. I mean, the later you get it, the better it is. But I don't know. I don't know if Patches is gonna be fine. But like, all the Uber tempo heroes are also getting slower, so I think Patches is probably just gonna be just as good, if not even better, since the other heroes are getting slower. Galliwix's Buddy is also a tier 4. That's actually a huge nerf. Hopefully it will be impactful, we will see. Galliwix was way too broken. Sparkfin, Flurgul's Buddy, is now a 5-4 from a 7-5. Let's move on. Asher the Haberdasher, Dancing Daryl Buddy, is now a 2-2 from a 3-3. So they basically did this just to make Edwin's Buddy look a little bit better. But yeah, I guess now Daryl is a little worse. I haven't played Daryl at all, so I don't care. Magnus Manastorm is now a tier 3. Good change. And Lich Bazial Buddy is also a tier 4. That's actually a pretty big change, because like, if you're going for the Weaver strategy, like, you're gonna take a lot more damage, because like, it's a whole turn of demons in which you will take like 2 damage for every demon, assuming you have double Weaver on your board. So you will take like 4 damage, and then you also use the hero power, so you take even 2 extra damage. So who knows? And it's also gonna be quite smaller. So maybe now people will be able to kill Lich in time, before she gets too big. Hunter of Old, Tess Greyman's Buddy, is now a tier 3. Huge. Will Tess be good? I don't know. But this is a huge buff, like basically bring it down a tier. Insane buff. Warden whatever, Scab's Buddy, it's also a tier 3. OMG. What the hell is this? Like, Scabs was already insane this patch. Like, I played him like 4 times and I got 3 first places. And the secret to play Scabs was to just ignore the body. Now it even has an insane body. Like, this on tier 3? Hello? Scabs is gonna be insane if you are in a lobby with heroes like Yogg and Galliwix and such. It's gonna be crazy. Like, basically the battle cry buddies. Alright, they buffed scabs, whatever. Flight Trainer, Galewing's body, is now a 5-4 from a 4-3, so +1/+1. This makes sense. I like this buff, because comparing this guy to Cookie just felt bad. Now it's more in line. Baby Kodo, Guff buddy, is now a tier 3. Huge buff again. Will this make Guff playable? Maybe. Tier 3, when do you get it? You get it on turn 6. So if you get this on turn 6, it's 8 gold. You're gonna get, like, you're gonna discover 5 drops and 6 drops from this body effect. Might be insane. We will find out. So basically Guff is kinda like a bad Galakrond now. And Galakrond is a pretty good hero, so we'll see. It's also a 3-6, like they didn't nerf it, it's huge for a tier 3. This is a 4-6 for a tier 3. Holy shit, man. And then Lady Sinestra, Deathwing's body, is now a tier 2. And it's a 1-6 instead of a 3-8. That's also insane. I think Deathwing is gonna be nuts. I think Deathwing is gonna be basically what Lich King and Curator and all these dudes used to be. They got wrecked and now we have Deathwing instead of them. That's my prediction. Because, like, you're gonna fill your meter so fast with the Deathwing effect. Obviously, it needs to be a Deathwing lobby, like you want Demons, Mechs, and Beasts to have the Death Rattles. But this seems insane on a Tower 2 added. And then the Bigglesworth is now a 5-4. What the hell? This is insane. I think Cat was totally fine. Like, the only quote-unquote issue with the Cat was that there were too many high-tempo heroes, but they all got nerfed. Now he gets buffed, so yeah. Cat is still fine. It's gonna be better than it was. I don't think it's gonna be broken, but it's gonna be really good. If you are a Cat main, rejoice. Junior Navigator, Elise's body, it's also on tier 2. It's now a 4-4. This is actually a buff I was suggesting, so happy to see it. And I want to see how it's gonna play out. Hopefully it's gonna be good enough now. You are still not gonna be able to play the old Elise curve for the guys who remember when the maps used to cost 2 gold. But I assume this body is gonna be solid now. We'll see. The thing is that Elise still doesn't have any early game strength. So I don't know if she's gonna get this body in time. But she's gonna get it earlier than before, that's for sure. Now, from tier 3 to tier 2, and it's also a 4-4. Another huge buff, but then again, same problem with Elise. Is she gonna get it in time? Because she doesn't have an early game hero power. Although, I think this on tier 2 might open up the possibility for Aranna to be played as a normal hero. And instead of wasting gold for your rolls, you just get them once you get the body. Which is interesting. Might try it out. I don't think it's gonna be that good though. I think it's gonna be too slow. Piloted Wirelotron, Sneed's body. Old, tier 3, new, tier 2. Will this make Sneeds good? I don't know. I don't think so, but it might. We'll find out. And then Apostle of Galakrond. From tier 3 to tier 2, that's weird. And small. It was a 5-7, now it's a 3-5. -2 in stats. This is actually like the weirdest change to me, because I don't know, I think this might enable new Galakrond curves. Or maybe people will just hold this body and just use it as the old one. I guess you will get the golden version earlier, or the other bodies. I mean, a buff is a buff. We'll find out how it is. I think Galakrond was totally fine in this patch, and now he's getting a buff, so probably gonna be still really good. I didn't saw too many people playing though, so maybe now people will play him a little bit more. Because this is it was a good buddy, and now it's even a better buddy, so no. It got buffed. Senior Tom Diver. Reno's buddy. It was a tier 3 and now it's a tier 2, and it was a 7-3, it's now a 4-1. Guess what? It will finally die, even against Acolyte. So the stats changes is a huge buff, and the Tavern tier changes, it's an insane buff. Guess what? Reno is back on the menu, baby. I think Reno is gonna be really good. Like, very good. Probably S tier again. Am I happy about it? Not really. Because Reno is still one of those lottery hero where you just roll your triple, and if you hit, you win, and if you win, sometimes you die. A lot of the times. But if you're a Reno enthusiast, well, this patch is for you. And Evergreen Botany, almost buddy, old 7-6, new 9-7. Bigger, better, +2/+1. Will this make Omu good? I doubt it, but maybe, because the meta is slowing down. And that's it. So, overall, I love this patch. One note I will say though is that somewhat, the Barov's buddy didn't make it whatsoever into this list. And I'm just blown away. How is that even possible? Maybe the community should have been more vocal about it, because you can easily see how it cannot perform according to average stats. But if you just look at the top 50 stats, I don't think I ever lost a single Barov game. I think they've all been top 2s. The hero is complete nonsense. So, yeah. Guess Barov will still reign supreme. And heroes, Silas, Bala, and Keltas did not came back yet. Also no armor yet, which is something I liked. So hopefully there will be a new patch soonish to address the Barov problem and maybe bring back the heroes that are bugged. But yeah, overall good patch. See you guys in the next video. Leave a like and a follow. Bye bye.